In this episode of FlightPub, we fly to Somerset.
Woohoo! We're flying!
We're flying.
Aha!
Gotcha.
We take in some very interesting sights.
The bloody place is closed. We're a little bit confused, aren't we?
And we visit some great pubs, but have a few challenges along the way. Welcome to FlightPub.
Okay, so here we are at St Athan. As you can tell, it's a lovely sunny morning, so we're making the most of the good weather. And today we're off to Henstridge in Somerset, which is a little airfield, lovely place, very warm, very welcoming. They've already sorted out a taxi for us, so we're looking forward to getting there. And when we get there then, we'll strike out and pop around the county and have a look at a few, hopefully, decent-looking pubs. One of the things you'll notice is we are wearing life jackets, because where we are in St Athan, we're going straight out over the Bristol Channel, so taking the suitable precautions. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best sort of thing. So yeah, we'll give you a separate update on route, all the boring stuff like airspace restrictions or anything like that. I'll do that separately. We're just gonna, I've done the EGHS, we're gonna get into the aircraft from the tower, book out, and hopefully get on our way.
So Gav, we're going to go to Shaftsbury. There's a couple of good beer guide entries there, and then I've got a can't fail Vanden Pla
Not that you're picking it up at all.
creme de la menthe pub for you. And depending on time, I've got another one up my sleeve, which might be a little hidden gem. So fingers crossed.
Tidy. I do like the Del Boy reference. Thanks, mate.
After departure, we'll remain within the Cardiff control zone until Minehead. Then we're in Class G unrestricted airspace all the way to Henstridge. We will pass clear of Dunkeswell and Yeovilton, and we will take in the Cerne Abbas Giant before landing at Henstridge.
Golf Victor X-ray. Okay.
Happy, Pete? More than happy, buddy.
Okay, let's go. Full power. Stick slightly forward. Rolling. 35 knots, 40 knots, 45 knots, 50 knots, 55 knots. Pull the stick gently back.
Woohoo! We're flying!
We're flying.
Never gets boring.
There's a little bit of wind, so we just correct that to keep us on the centre line. Trim that out a bit. Okay. Climbing nicely. Cardiff Radar, Golf Bravo Victor X-ray.
Golf Bravo Victor X-ray, Cardiff Radar, pass your message.
Golf Bravo Victor X-ray, Robin DR 400 out of St Athan, 2 POB en route to Henstridge. Currently at 800 feet, showing 1026.
Golf Bravo Victor X-ray, Cardiff Radar, Cardiff QNH is 1026. Continue not above 1,500 feet initially on the VFR South departure.
Confirm Cardiff QNH 1026, continue not above 1,500 feet on the published VFR South departure, Golf Victor X-ray.
Victor X-ray, just confirm you are in the left turn towards Minehead. You appear to be continuing westbound along the coast at the moment.
Hey, firm, good spot. Yeah, just turn towards Minehead now, thank you.
Make a left turn, sir. Left turn to Minehead.
Left turn to Minehead in progress, Golf Victor X-ray. Force a habit.
Was he taking the piss then?
No. So I want to be going to Minehead, but I'm so used to going over Nash Point, I'm just headed straight to Nash Point.
Again, if it is an aircraft, height and type is unknown, but it could just be weather.
We're looking, nothing seen at the moment, many thanks, 22.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Probably around about
welcome to FlightPub. And what's the first rule of FlightPub, Gav?
Please talk about FlightPub.
Okay, just looking now, still nothing,
Second
but
rule.
keep a good lookout. We just
Check pubs open. How many times have we been caught out with that? Have we checked these ones today now?
Not above altitude,
Yes.
3,000 feet, and give me a call as you cross Minehead.
On us, Gov.
Hang on. Golf Bravo, check key to altitude 3,000 feet, we'll call crossing Minehead. Okay, that's good, so he's given us a bit of an altitude climb now, so get up.
Why is that better?
Because as we're over water, yeah, we're over the Bristol
Oh,
Channel.
gives you more chance to glide.
If we have an engine failure, it gives me further glide range, yeah, absolutely. So let's get up there. To be honest, by the time we get to 3,000 feet, we're probably over Minehead anyway, but that's not really the point. Yeah, so third rule of FlightPub is never fly unless you're dry. Never ever mix alcohol and flying, only a complete imbecile would do that. And the fourth rule is, if there's any doubt,
There is no doubt.
there is no doubt, we do not go.
What's that third rule again?
Golf Victor X-ray, you leave a controlled airspace, it's basic service.
Roger, basic service outside controlled airspace, Golf Victor X-ray.
Just confirm basic service.
Affirm basic service. Radio's on the fritz. This
05 is localizer established. Samuel 05, thanks.
So,
Contact
yeah, my third rule,
33 decimal 105.
only fly if you dry.
3105, 005.
No aviation with libation.
That's better, that's better. We're going to have that one.
The Cerne Abbas Giant.
The Cerne Abbas Giant is Britain's most recognisable chalk hill figure with one very prominent and noticeable feature.
What sticks out about the Cerne Abbas Giant for you, Gav? Anything of note? I think the Cerne Abbas Giant's a bit excited about something.
Trying not to give the obvious answer. I think the historical significance is what sticks out for me about the Cerne Abbas Giant.
Apparently, there used to be a giantess on the other side of the valley, and that's.
Right, you're making that up now.
Serious? Would I lie? Me?
And what was she like? What was she carved like?
Well, judging by the Cerne Abbas Giant, she was a very attractive
Was she
giantess.
voluptuous giantess? Is that true?
Oh, it's bollocks, I made it.
Fuck it out.
Legend has it that if a maid sleeps at the end of the giant's bell end overnight, by the time she wakes up in the morning, she'll be pregnant.
Brilliant.
That's true. That one is true.
Do you know what? I've got a job to do here, so maybe laugh. I've heard something similar to that, so that may be a local thing, I don't know, but
I think that bit is true. That,
I think that legend is true, yeah.
If you're struggling to get pregnant,
Go and sleep on his knob.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, I tell you what, when we see him now in a few minutes, we'll bring on so much more significance. We'll just make sure there's nobody sleeping on the end of his knob.
Well, it's time to wake up.
There.
Aha!
Gotcha.
QNH1025.
We relied on Gav to spot a willy.
Yeah, thank you. But he's not as prominent in the nicest possible way as I thought it would be.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Cerne Abbas Giant.
Basic service.
There you go.
Shot, sir.
So we're outside the ship in Shaftsbury, and I have to say, very pretty little puppy.
She's a pretty girl.
We weren't expecting it. Bit of a find, so we'll have a look inside and see what it's like indoors. So, seconds later, we are outside the ship, and even though we did follow the second rule of FlightPub and check on the interweb that it was open, the bloody place is closed. Pete is going to need counselling, I think. It must be a Monday thing.
It's beautiful looking.
You can't see it from here, but inside it looks fantastic. So here's just a little mousse along the side of it. So yeah, there you go. Denied.
Second rule of FlightPub, but we did check it.
Right, so we'll do a little piece outside. I'm just doing a bit of panorama. Yeah. So where are we now? What's the name of this place?
This is the Grosvenor in Shaftsbury.
Grosvenor in Shaftsbury.
A little bit.
We're a little bit confused, aren't we? We're going to.
It smells of coffee.
We'll have a word outside in the courtyard now. Give me a second.
In the Grosvenor Arms in Shaftsbury, and I'm a little bit confused.com because
you see the piece I just put the camera. The look that crawled over Peter's face was really, really frightening. So it's not what we were expecting.
It's very nice. If you come in here for food,
Fountain.
I bet it'll be lovely. But this is out of the good beer guide, and there's one beer on pump, and that's this Butcombe. Jolly nice pint. Nothing wrong with it at all.
Way, but yeah, when you've seen some of the pubs that we found, this is not it. This is lovely, very upmarket. So yeah, bring the family for Sunday lunch.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm not slagging the place off, but not what I was expecting. Because if I read from the Good Beer Guide, it was an inn since medieval times, original timber frame building, busy coaching inn, originally called the Red Lion, but it was bought by the Grosvenor family and rebuilt in the 19th century. So obviously the original
so knocked down the original
medieval bit's been knocked down, and it's now a quite pucker-looking hotel.
It's a bit like getting a piece of coal for Christmas. It's still a present, but it's not what you expect.
yeah. It's not a triumph.
It's not an ale pub. It's not a traditional pub in the
no.
sense,
Like Gav said, if you're bringing your missus here for food, I bet you'd have a lovely meal. But we ain't here for food. I'm here for the beer.
So it's pleasant. It's nice, but we move on. A bit of a panorama going on here. Get a bit of Peter. That's right. Very pretty.
And here we are in Shaftsbury Abbey, obviously a victim of the dissolution of the monasteries by King Henry VIII. And let's face it, he's done a bloody good job, because there's not much left of it, is there? Are we perturbed on FlightPub when Rule 2 has been broken? And when we didn't break it, by the way, they broke it. But no, we adapt and overcome, and we found the oldie Two Brewers Inn.
Yeah, which is
nice.
a substitute pub.
Yeah, slightest of snag. What was Rule 2 again?
Always check the pub's actually open. Okay. But I'm saying
not.
We've got Cree on this one because
this was a spontaneous one.
It was a substitute.
This is a substitute.
You can't have everything. So we're not doing very well today.
Substitute for another pub. She looked really nice, but she was closed.
We looked at the Mitre, didn't fancy that. Went to the ship, that was shut. Yeah. Come here, this is shut.
Grosvenor's a bit meh.
So our last hope
nice enough, but
is the King's Arms. Yeah, we're not doing very well today, but there we go. And then we're going to have to go a bit further afield after that, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. It was open after all.
There we go.
Thank God, because it was bloody lovely. It's just as nice inside as it was outside.
In the King's Arms, not the King's Head as I just called it.
Or the King's Shed, actually.
Or the King's Shed as Peter called it, got told off.
And I give you the George Inn, Norton St Philip.
Join us for part 2 of this particular adventure to Somerset and Dorset, when we also discover a wonderful but rather unusual gem of a pub. Please subscribe to our channel, and once again thanks for watching FlightPub.